Good evening to you, all brethren who are throughout the world. Want to welcome you to BSM TV. Want to welcome you once again to another Bible session as we pray into the scriptures, searching what God really wants us to do at this particular time. As for today, we are not going to waste much of your time. We are going to pick a topic. I know some may know it and some may not. So I've got a topic called Shintoism and non-progressive Christianity. We want to see what does it really mean that when we say Shintoism and non-progressive Christianity. Let me give you an example about Shintoism. It's like when a person says, I don't believe in the Bible, because many writers have written the Bible, so you may say they are not inspired. We have different versions of the Bible. We have the Good News, we have the King James Version, we have the Webster Bible, so on and so forth. We know that. So he might say, I don't believe the Bible because it has different editors. So I may not know the original source of the Bible. But that person is doing what we call Shintoism. We will learn as we go further. So I'm going to read first of all on 2 Peter 1 verse 21. It reads, For the prophecy
came not in old time that the will of man, but holy men of God spake as they were moved by the Holy Ghost.
So these were not just men that have written the Bible. They were holy men who were inspired by the Holy Spirit, by the Holy Ghost, to write. They did not write their own words, but they were inspired to write. Do you understand?
Yes.
So we have no room for those who say, I don't believe the Bible because it was written with so and so forth, because those men were inspired to write what is written in the scriptures. Are we together, brethren? So some may go on to the extent that they say, I don't read it, the SOP, it's lesser light. We come in contact with those people each and every time. I know some people, we meet them each and every day saying, I don't believe the SOP, while professing to be an Adventist, but saying, I don't read what? Ellen White. So we're going to read on a book called WEW MM 86.3, which says some have
serious doubts about the scriptures.
Yeah, this is the character of some people. They have what? They have serious doubts about the scriptures. I don't believe Ellen White because she was a fanatic. I don't believe Ellen White because her writings are not clear. I don't believe Ellen White. We meet them each and every day, those people. They have serious doubts about the scriptures. Let's go on with that quotation. Go down.
I have found a way to dispel these doubts.
I have found a way to clear all these doubts. How are the doubts going to be cleared? Go on, develop.
Develop a simple faith in the authenticity of the writings of Ellen White.
So, here the writer is telling us, develop a genuine true faith of the writings of Ellen White. You would see a miracle in your life if you believe in those writings. If you are genuine and you read truly and sincerely on those scriptures, you would find a miracle happening in your life. Go on. Where he says some,
for example, have unresolved questions about who wrote the book of Hebrews.
Some may go and say, who wrote the book of Hebrews? Of course, it is Paul, right? It is Paul. But some may say, it was written in Greek, it was translated, and was dash, and was all those things. It was edited, it was, I don't know. But we meet them each and every day. Go on, right?
I know.
I know.
The servant of the Lord tells us repeatedly that it was written by the Apostle Paul.
It was written by the Apostle Paul. So those people that say it was edited by who, we have no door to answer them, because it says clearly it was Paul. And what?
That settles it for me.
That's okay with me. If you say it was Paul who wrote the book of Hebrews, yeah, that's fine. Let's stop there. Let's not ask some questions like it was edited by who, so it is not. No. That's okay with me if you say it was Paul who wrote the book. Are we together?
Yes.
I need you to go on point 4 the same book.
Even as there is a great need for much study and prayer as we seek to understand God's will outlined in the Bible, so there is also need for the same kind of deep study and earnest prayer as we seek to understand His will in the writings of Ellen White.
The same spirit that we do when we want to find the will of God in the Bible. If you put that earnestness, if you put prayers to see what is outlined in the scriptures of God, do it also to the writings of Ellen White. I tell you, you will never be the same. It will change your character. It will mold your character to the extent that when God says, I have a person who is representing me on earth, you would say, yes, God is a person whom He cherishes on earth. Are we together? Go on. Some may say it is lesser light, the SOP is lesser light. Go on.
Both sources of truth demand all the strength of mind and spirit.
Both the Bible and the SOP, they demand the strength of mind and spirit. Both. Are we together? Both. There is no exception there. It's both. Both the Bible and the SOP. Some may say, we need the Bible and the Bible only. No. It's like taking Mazoe, which is not diluted. That's poison totally. You will die. So, both the Bible and the what? And the SOP, they demand the strength of mind and what? And the spirit. Go on.
Only when we lose faith in the certainty and assurance of this inspired gift are we in any real danger of being deceived by the errors of the last days.
If we don't read these things, we are deceived in these last days. All we know, all wind of erroneous doctrine is moving in these last days to deceive the very elect.
Yes.
And if you say, I don't read the SOP because it is lesser light, I don't read the Bible because it was edited and what so on, you will be in the side of Satan for sure. Because erroneous doctrines are sounding in these last days. Are we together? Go on 86.2. I
have found her writings to be an inspired, reliable commentary on the Bible.
Do you understand? The writings of Ellen White, they are what? Inspired. They are reliable commentary of the what? Of the Bible.
Yes.
I have seen someone saying the Bible says that way and Ellen White says that way. So that's why I don't believe Ellen White. Do you see? But that person is, I don't know, he doesn't understand that Ellen White is just a commentary of the what? Of the Bible. Who knows when 2,300 days were going to end if it wasn't written by Ellen White? Tell me. Do you see? It is inspired, reliable commentary of the what of the Bible. Are we together? Okay, go on, go down.
It has been a most rewarding experience to study the Word of God in depth and then find implication and verification for the truths discovered in Ellen White's writings.
So you would see that every time when you read the prophecies like Daniel 7 verse 25, 1260 years, if you read those types of commentary in E.G. White's writings, you would see that, of course, 1798 AD, that's when the 1260 days, years ended. You would see that it is exactness. Those are exact scriptures that were given long back to Daniel, but revealed by what? By Ellen White, as she was inspired to write by God. Do we see? It's clear in black and white. But Satan is just here to deceive us, so that we might perish with him. So, we have seen that there are people who say, I don't believe the Bibles, people that say, I don't believe in the SOP. We're going to look at the third group that says, I don't read the Shepherd's Rod because it is the right hand of the devil. We've met so many people that say that that the Shepherd's Rod is not an inspired book. It is the right hand of the devil. Don't read it. Don't read it. Let us read something about the Shepherd's Rod. I want you to read a book called Unadventist Activities, RIUA 7.4. In such
an event, if the road is from the devil, then the devil will have us all in hell.
Do you understand? If it is of the devil will have us all in hell, right? Go on.
And if the road is from God,
yes,
and if it takes us while we war against it,
right,
and then it will condemn us and send us all to hell.
Listen very carefully. Here is being said, if the rod be of the devil, then we will perish. If the rod be of God, and we are fighting against it, it will condemn us, because it is of God and we are fighting against it. Then what is it? What are we doing? Go on where it says from this irrefutable logic, yes,
it is positive that we are fighting a losing battle, be the road right or be it wrong.
So it's clear that we are fighting a losing battle. If it be of the devil or if it be of God, we are fighting against a what? A losing battle. Go on.
8.1.
On 8. Yeah.
Nearly all insisted that our running away from the road and the warning others to keep away from it is stupid. Why not face it?
You meet some people that don't want to read the Shepherd's Rod, but that's their own perspective, or that's their own way of thinking that it is the right hand of the devil, right? But there are some people that are barring the way for others to read it, saying, no, don't read the Shepherd's Rod, it is from the devil. What they say, all sorts of things, right? Those people, they are being said they are stupid. Why are you not making the people to read for themselves? Why are you making them to close their eyes to the truth that they want to see? Why? Why are you fighting against the Lord? God, they asked.
Then went on saying, has not God told us to try the spirit?
Did not God tell us to try all the spirits? And what?
1 John 4 verse 1.
Yes.
And to hold fast to that which is good. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 21.
Did not God tell us all these words? Eh? To what? To try all spirits. Prove all things. Eh? And what? And hold fast that which is what? Good. Which is good. Have you tried the shepherd's rod? Have you tried it? Try the spirits. And hold fast that which is what? Which is go on. Why are we not mindful?
Why are we not mindful of him?
Why are we not mindful of these scriptures that he said? Why are we not mindful of him?
Is it possible that we should know better than he?
Yeah, God.
Try the spirit of the Lord. If it be of God, take it. And if it be not of him, prove it.
God did not tell us to leave the shepherd's rod. Did you hear it? It says, try the spirit of the Lord. If it be of God, take it. Do you understand? If it be of God, take it. And if it be not, prove it.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
He didn't say leave it. If it is not of God, then prove it.
Yeah.
If it is of God, take it. Do you understand? Then we are home and dry. Do you see? Go on in 8.1.
8.1.
Since closing.
Our eyes against the Lord has not caused it to disappear.
Did it disappear when we said the road is the right hand of the devil? Don't read it. Has it disappeared? No. God.
Or to cease haunting us, we ought to know by now that our closed eye tactics are as sensible as an ostrich sticking her head into sand to get away from a hound.
So you would understand that the Lord will never stop hunting us. It will haunt us till grave. Because our eye tactics. I like a quotation from the Great Controversy. I think it's 590 or something. If you read, it says the reason why many theologians have not a clearer understanding of the scriptures is because they close their eyes to the truth that they don't wish to practice. They close their eyes to the truth they don't wish to practice. Their eye tactics, they know very well that it is the truth, but they close. Do we see? Moreover, go on.
Moreover, our talking against the Lord is doing as much as the winds blowing against the fire.
The moment we say it is of the devil, it's like pouring fuel in fire, making it worse. Right? Go on.
It intensifies it. And casting out the rodents is making them martyrs, not heretics.
If so, we are guilty of the blood. Because we are making them martyrs. If we rejected the Rhodists, we are making them martyrs. So, if so, we are guilty of their blood. Since we rejected their message, we are making them martyrs. It's clear. Do we see? I want you to read Matthew 23, verse 28.
Not so ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men.
They appear righteous men.
But within ye are full of hypocrisy and iniquity.
But they are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. Yeah?
Verse 30.
Verse 31. Okay, verse 30, yes.
And say, if we had been in the days of our fathers.
Listen to what they are saying. They say, if we had been in the days of our forefathers, right?
We would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets.
Do you see? See how I will do better. I would not have crucified him. I would not have killed the prophets of God. This is what they say. Yeah? Go on.
Wherefore, ye be witnesses unto yourselves,
yeah,
that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets.
Christ is saying, you are witness for yourselves that ye know very well that ye are the children of the murderers. In Shona they have a saying that mbudzi kudya mufenje hufana nyini. Every child takes the characteristics of their own parents. If the parent was a thief, then the child would walk in the footsteps of his what? Of his parents. Do you see? So Christ is saying, no matter if you say if we were in the days of our fathers, you would do better. You would do worse, because ye are the very children of them that killed the what? The prophets. I want you to read WEWMM 86.4 personally.
Personally, I would rather take the statement of the servant of the Lord as the truth on a given subject than all the works of all the great theologians or scientists.
Okay, go on.
But beware of rejecting that which is truth.
Wait, I want you to read again. Personally.
Personally, I would rather take the statement of the servant of the Lord as the truth on a given subject.
Right. Here Ellen White is saying, I would rather take the truth spoken by God through the prophet than what? Than
all the works of all the great theologians or scientists.
Do we see that the prophet's writings are far more greater than all the works of the theologians and the scientists? Some may say, I believe Uriah Smith, that one was not inspired. He wasn't a prophet. Better take what the Lord said through his prophets than all the theologians and scientists. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's best to listen to God through his medium, the prophets, than to listen to all those theologians that went to schools. Those theologians will always say they have the truth that will take them to the pearly gates. This is what the theologians will do. They say we have the truth that will take us to the pearly gates. But Ellen White already told us that truth is always what? Progressive. She knew very well that someone was going to come after her. Was going to come. She said, angels. I saw angels hurrying to and fro, preparing for an important what? Event. I saw another angel come down from what? From heaven.
Yes.
And the earth was lightened with his glory. It was to unite with the what? The third.
Yes.
Unite his voice with the what? With the third. That's another angel coming after Ellen White.
Yes.
She very knew that someone was going to come after her. So, we have read that it was Hotef with the shepherd's rod that came after Ellen White. So, after Hotef, after the rod, we had a new messenger of the fifth angel's message. But some of the Davidians don't accept that there is a message after Hotef. They don't believe that. So everything we say about the fifth angel's message, they don't believe. But what does God say on TM 106.4?
But beware of rejecting that which is truth.
Beware. That's why God said, try all the spirits and prove all things and hold fast that which is what? Good. Because beware of rejecting that which is truth. First you have to prove, is it truth? Is it the truth? If it is, then take it. If it is not, prove it. Do we understand? Okay. I would like you to read. This is from a tract called Dear. I know. I forgot the name. Where it says question.
Is brother Whatever and the shepherd's rod to set up the kingdom? Is it the last message?
This is a question which is being asked from the tract. It says, is brother Whatever and the shepherd's rod to set up the kingdom? Are they going to set up the kingdom? And also, is it the last message? Some may say Whatever was the last messenger given the midnight cry, right? That is that. This is what they say. But is it true that is he the last message? Is he the last messenger and is going to set up the kingdom? We'll go and read where it says, for the answer we say.
For the answer we say, hear ye the road. Micah 6 verse 9. Says God's servant.
Say, we want to listen to what Whatever is written. Right? Go on. Where it says, I cannot say.
1TG.
It's 1TG 13.8.0. Right?
I cannot say that I have sufficient knowledge of the Bible to carry me clear inside the pearly gates.
Do you understand? He said it for himself that I don't have the truth and sufficient what?
Yes.
Sufficient knowledge of the Bible to take all of us to the pearly gates. Do we see? If you read that quotation downwards, it says, since Brother Whatever has told us that he is not the one to lead us all, the next question poses itself, is Mount Carmel as a group of ministers without the prophetic gift to lead us into the promised land? How can they say, right, the shepherd's rod or Whatever will take us to the pearly gates while he is in the grave? Because they say Ellen White was a type of Moses was a type of Ellen White, right? And they say Whatever is represented by Joshua. But we can't say Whatever is Joshua because he is already in the grave. Okay, we'll read about it. It goes on to say, they do not claim the gift of interpretative inspiration. The answer to this question is from the Lord's servant, and there is no doubt that since the church from creation till today has been led and preserved by a prophet, she, including Mount Carmel, can continue in no other way from here on. So they know exactly that God always speaks through a what? Through a prophet. But they can't say they have the last message if they don't have the prophetic gift. They can't say Whatever is Joshua. It says, since antitypical Moses is in the grave, we must look for another inspired one, an antitypical Joshua. We know history always repeats itself. God did not just made the history to be a decoration. No, it was to make symbolism and figures of something that is going to befall us in the future. So now, Moses, as we know through the history, Moses died. He didn't enter into the what? Into the promised land. But he left his position to what? To Joshua. Now, the Davidians say Ellen White is Moses and whatever is Joshua. But I want you to note something. I want you to read where it says Shintoism 2TG 26.4.
Shintoism, you now see, is nothing less than refusing to advance beyond the light of the dead prophet.
Yeah.
Nothing less than making the dead prophet God's last word.
Do we see, when we say, our topic we said is called Shintoism and non-progressive Christianity. So, Shintoism is all about what? It's refusing to advance it's refusing to advance beyond the light of the dead prophets. The day that the prophet died is also the death of the faith of all the church or of the followers. If you read actually in the Shepherd's Rod on this topic, you would see that whenever the prophet died, the people did not advance. They also died with their faith. As the prophet was buried, also their faith was also buried with the prophet. Do we see? And they say, we have the truth that will take us to the what? To the pearly gates. Do we see?
Mm-hmm.
So the scriptures is clear that he knew there was going to be a messenger after him. He knew himself, whatever, that there is going to be a message after him. That's why he warned the people against what? Against Shintoism and non-progressive Christianity. He did not write for other people, but he wrote for his fellow brethren whom he fellowshiped with. What have written that topic for the Davidians. But they quoted Shintoism and non-progressive Christianity. They don't want to proceed to the fourth angel's message. But why don't you also advance to the fifth? Because whatever is already in the grave. He's in the what? In the grave.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to read. We would see who is Joshua as we go on. I want you to read Revelations 14. What does it say? Verse 17 and 18.
And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle.
Mm-hmm.
And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire,
Mm-hmm.
and cried with a loud cry
Mm-hmm.
to him that had the sharp sickle,
Mm-hmm.
saying, Thrust it thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine
Mm-hmm.
of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe.
This angel is seen after Brother Hotev to harvest the people with a message. Therefore, they become 5. Do you see? After Hotev, there is another angel that is thrusting his sickle. So, therefore, they become 5 angels' message brought to view. Do you understand? We will never stop. 5 angels' message. There are 5. Where do we get it? We get it in a word to the little flock 10.5. Read the topic first. Where it says,
Thoughts of Revelation 14.
the thoughts of Revelation 14. What does the thoughts say of Revelation 14? All classes.
All classes of Second Advent believers agree
Yes.
that the angel brought to view in the 6th and 7th verse of this chapter represents the Advent message
We all
to the
believe.
church and to the world.
We all believe that the 6th verse of Revelation 14 and the 7th, it was a message to the world and to the church. William Miller had a message to to the church and to the world. We all believe that. Are we together? Right. We agree on that. Go on.
And if this is true, then all 5 of the angels brought to view in this chapter represent 5 distinct messages prior to the Advent, or we are left without a rule to interpret this.
So we see that there are 5 angels brought to view, which are representing 5 distinct messages. William Miller, first angel; second angel, William Miller; third, Ellen White; fourth, this was Brother Hotef; the 5th man, the 5th. This is what we are going to read, right? Then, if we reject that after Hotef was a message, then tell us who will proclaim the 5th angel's message, for there are 5. Tell us who will proclaim the 5th angel's message. If we reject, we are rejecting the Bible and its author. Because we are taking it from the Bible. We are taking it from the Bible. We have no black pots where we are getting this black magic or what. This is coming from our Bibles that we read every day. If there is no the 5th angel's message, then tell us who is going to proclaim this 5th angel's message. Go on that tract where it says for further proof.
For further proof, Sister White shows 3 sealing truths for the 144,000.
We read that in early writings, page 15, right? It says the 144,000 were all seated and perfectly what? United. On their forehead was written what? God, New Jerusalem, and the glorious star containing Jesus' new name. So these 3 seals, they are being said there are truths, 3 truths that are going to seal the what? The 144,000. Let's hear these truths. Go on. 1.
Okay.
1.
The Sabbath and the sanctuary. The 3rd angel's message by Sister White.
Do you think God would have written saying the 3rd angel's message just in number? Just in number. Would God really tell us? Would really God say 3rd angel's message without any 4th or the 2nd? Think about it. So the 3rd angel's message was given the Sabbath and the sanctuary message. It was by Sister White. Go on. Second,
New Jerusalem. The kingdom message by Brother Hotef.
It was by Brother Hotef. Why we say New Jerusalem? Some are confused when we say New Jerusalem, Brother Hotef. It is the kingdom message given to Brother Hotef, which is being represented by New Jerusalem.
3. Jesus' new name.
Yes.
The branch. And the identical statement in meaning is found in 1 Shekels 32.2. Period proclaiming the true Sabbath. Revelation 14, verse 6 to 11 by Sister White. Second, selling of 144,000. Revelation 7, verse 1 to 8 by Brother Hotef.
Yes.
Third, the loud cry, Jesus' new name, branch, Revelation 18, verse 1.
We all know that when we say Jesus' new name, it is the branch. I want you to read Isaiah 11, verse 1.
And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots.
This verse, I like it very much. Fellow brethren, we understood actually the coming of the Davidians. The coming of the rod out of Jesse. We understood that sequence. We understood it. They came out from Jesse, the rodents. They came from the main church, the SDA church. We all know that. The rodents, the Davidians. they came. But now, God is saying here, and they shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. But now is the time to acknowledge the branch overtaking. Because whatever is already dead. Whatever is dead is in the grave. Now is the time to acknowledge the branch. Go on to Zechariah 3 verse 8.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
Hear now, O Joshua the high priest.
Right. The reason why I said read Zechariah 3 verse 8. We said, if you are saying whatever is what is Joshua, listen to what God is telling Joshua. Go on.
Hear now, O Joshua the high priest,
right?
Thou and thy fellow that sit before thee, for there are many wondered at. For behold, I will bring forth my servant the branch.
Do we see? So Joshua is being told that he is to behold God bringing his servant the branch. If you are saying what else is Joshua, why are we not acknowledging the branch, the servant of God? Why are we not acknowledging? Why? Because God has made it clear that I will bring forth my servant, the branch. Do you understand? So the system of saying whatever is Joshua, while he is dead, it will not benefit us, because Joshua is a living prophet taking us back to the land. A living prophet. A living prophet that is acknowledging the servant of God, the branch, Jesus, new name. Do you understand? Go on. That's. I want you to read the Acts of the Apostles 595.2.
Point 2.
Right?
In the scripture, the figure of the erection of a temple is frequently used to illustrate the building of the church.
Yeah.
Zechariah refers to Christ as the branch that should be built the temple of the Lord.
Zechariah refers to Christ as the what? As the branch that should build the temple of the Lord. Do we see? Zechariah says it's Christ who is being called the branch. That's his new name. Do you understand? And they that follow him are called the branches. Zechariah refers to Christ as the branch. Let us hear Isaiah. Isaiah of Ages 578.6. Isaiah
will tell you,
yes,
Emmanuel,
yeah,
wonderful, Counselor,
yes,
the mighty God,
yeah,
the everlasting Father,
yeah,
the Prince of Peace.
Yes, this is what Isaiah says. And if you read, go on the same quotation.
Jeremiah will tell you,
yeah,
the branch of David.
Do we see
the Lord our righteousness?
Do we see what these prophets call him? Huh? Zechariah says he's the branch. Also, Jeremiah is saying he is the branch of David, the Lord our righteousness.
Yes.
Do you see, brethren? It's clear in black and white. I don't know where we are confused. Christ is now the righteous branch, taking his new name as he is doing the mediatorial work in heaven. Are we together? I want you to read Daniel in Revelations 19:09, 399.2, where it says they have upon
them the new name of Christ, by whose authority they are to receive everlasting life and enter into the kingdom.
These are the 144,000. They have upon them the new name of Christ. What is the name doing? They are receiving authority, everlasting life, and enter into the kingdom. they have access to enter into the kingdom through his name. Read our last quotation where it says, dear brother.
Dear brother, sister,
Yes.
will you hear heaven's knock and open your heart's door to this message of him whose name is the branch?
Are we together, brethren? Will you open the door to this message of Christ being the branch? So may the Lord bless us all as we come to this live, to the end of this live video. May you all be blessed.